Welcome to another Slamdown episode. Today it's the GFW Impact review. I'm actually quite enjoying Impact. I think week on week it's getting better. The only thing I'm really missing is Bram. As Bram is that crazy, hardcore, he's a Chesterfield play. I feel Bram needs to be back on television. We haven't seen him for a long time. So I'm hoping they're not going to let him go when his contract ends. I really am hoping he stays and they actually bring him back on TV. But getting into it show itself, pretty good lineup of matches. We saw Eli Drake open up the show for the main event because it's going to be Eli Drake versus Matt Sydal for the GFW Global title. But kicking off the show, we saw Trevor Lee and Conley versus Sanjay Dutt and Pete Williams. Now, Pete Williams retired. He came out of retirement to come back to Impact. He's not giving the best performance that we're used to. But for his second match, he was a lot better. So, there is going to be that little bit of ring rust. Give it time. He'll get over that and be back at the top level. He's not going to be the top level when he was younger. He is older now. So, but he's still got it in him. It's not like when we had Scott Steiner in and you thought we could see, he was too old and shouldn't have been in the ring, where Pete Williams can still bring to a certain level. We saw Williams hit the ropes, but Lee catches him and hits him back with a knee. It was a very to and fro match. But in the end, we saw Sanjay Dutt and Pete Williams get the victory in this. After that, it was LAX taking on John, Boland and Wentz off of just some kind of jobbing team. During the match, OVE is seen watching the match from backstage. Ortiz and Santana deliver the victorious double team combo, win the match, followed by the street sweeper, and got the win. After the match, we saw OVE interrupts and wants a shot at the tag team titles. Conan tells them if they want a shot, it's going to be I'm not going to. I'll give up there. At Mexico Crash Promotion, OVE accepted. So we're going to have the tag team titles defended at the Crash, but Impact's going to show the highlights of the match. Now, I don't know if I like this or not. We saw with this show, keep going to Triple Mania. I just don't like it. I prefer it just to be more focused on the Impact. Put the highlights and the people talking about it, put that either on YouTube or save it for the network. Call it the Aftermath or whatever, where you have them talk about it there, not on your show. Don't agree with it. Might grow on me, but at the minute I'm very sceptical on it. I also don't like the commentary team not being at ringside. To me, it takes it away because they're calling that action, but they're not calling it there. They're, from what I can tell, watching the match and then just calling it over. Let me explain that better. It's like they're watching the recording and doing it that way. They've tried this in the past. Didn't like it then. I honestly believe have them call the action at ringside when they do the recording and then just have them put bits over the top. That's the way I think they should go with this. I really don't like it the way it is at the minute. We saw Sienna with KM and Terrell versus Gail Kim and Ali with Braxton Sutter. Now, this match was made by Karen Jarrett. I did not know if Sienna and Terrell would get on. I know they're both heels, but they're both in it for themselves. But they managed to work together. Got the victory over Gail Kim and Ali, which I'm surprised at. But it was more a quick roll-up on Ali. After that, we saw Tanya arrive at the Impact Zone. Now, she came in. We thought she was going to help Ali and Gail Kim. she joined Sienna and Terrell, which surprising. She's coming in as a heel, but I kind of liked it. You know, they've built this up right. I'm looking forward to see what happens next. I do like it. They are commenting about the Lucha Underground. You know, I like it when they do things like that. But it's a very good build-up. You know, Rosemary came out to help. Then she came out, took out Rosemary. So they're building up between for Tanya and Rosemary to go up on a later date. Jim Cornette was in the ring to hype the rest of the show up. Then he was interrupted by Johnny Impact. He says he wants the winner of tonight's match. LAX come out. Conan tells Cornette that Loki should get the next shot. So obviously this is going to be a match with Loki and Johnny Impact. I think that's the way they're going with it. Enjoyed the statement. I think Cornette brings a lot to Impact Wrestling. A brawl breaks out. Security breaks it up. And Cornette announced Johnny Impact versus Loki for #1 contender match next week. We see Joseph Park motivate Grado to call off the wedding with Laura Van Ness because she's Canadian and that won't help him become an American citizen. She takes it surprisingly well until she turns and we see the old Lauren coming back. I like her as the jilted bride. I don't know if she could go back to that. We have to wait and see where it goes. We saw GTO Stars visit Mexico City, talking about Triple Mania, everything else. Like I said, I don't really like it. You know, we did see Jeff Jarrett getting in, pushing back backstage after what happened to Rosemary. We know Sexy Star's been dealt with, but I feel like Impact is going to turn it into a story. We saw Desmond Xavier, the winner of the Super X Cup tournament, talking about how OVE helped him grow as a professional wrestler and he's ready to make his next step in his career. Now, Desmond Xavier, I've always rated. I think he's a brilliant performer. He could get up to the levels of Ricochet. Yeah, that's how much potential he's got. We saw AAA's Pragno. He's coming to Impact. They also played another bit of Get to Know Global Force Wrestler Star Garza Jr. See that? I think that's wasting time. You know, they could have had more matches in this or done more build-ups. I just don't think they should do the Get to Know and stuff like that. That's just my opinion. Eddie Edwards recently become the first American born to win the GHC Championship in Pro Wrestling Noah. It's the main event. Now, we're already at the main event. So, we've only had, from this show, we've had 1, 2, 3 matches. It's wrong, in my opinion. You know, Impact has always been about the wrestling, the matches, and I felt it was lacking. You know, I want back-to-back actions. I want good storylines. I don't want to keep seeing going back. This happened at AAA. This happened at Noah. Do a show, put it on YouTube or on the network where they talk about stuff like that. Impact should be about the wrestlers there, the storyline building up. That's just my opinion, but that's how I feel on it. And, you know, you don't forget to comment to let me know how you feel about this. We did see... I've lost my track now. We've seen Seidel really go for Eli Drake, but thanks to Chris Adonis' distraction and, you know, helping Eli Drake win the match and beating Matt Seidel. Now, I honestly thought they were going to put Matt Seidel in the X Division. I didn't think they were going to put him for the main title. I get it, I like it. I'm not sure on it. But, like I said, we're going to have to wait and see. But I like Eli Drake. I wish he used the dummies a bit more. He's still in that sort of cocky character, which I like. So, you know, it was a very good show. I can't wait for... I forgot their names. Adam Formstone and... I know they go Oi, but I forgot their tag team name. Can't believe I've done that. But anyway, Can't wait for them to come back. You know, there are more knockouts that has joined the division that we haven't seen yet, like Kira Hogan and the other ones that I've reported on. Hopefully we get to see them too soon. Apparently the talks with Rey Mysterio have broken down, but never say never. You know, things can happen. We could always see Rey Mysterio turn up at Impact at some point, or you know, he could go back to WWE. We don't know. We just have to wait and see on that. I'm trying to think. Is there anything else that I've missed? The show itself, I'd give it a B. I'm not going to give it B plus, or you know, to me, it's them cutting away to that, and the commentary really put me off. Also, apparently there's heat between GFW and the Crash. I don't see it. I don't believe it. It doesn't come across that way on television. But anyway, but it was a good show. I'm not saying it was a bad show. It was just the little things that bugged me on this. But hopefully, I'm waiting to hear from Charles to find out when we can go back to having the proper show with Charles, who gives that really in-depth. That's why at the minute I'm just giving you an overview of the show, my opinions. I would like to hear your opinions. Don't forget you can comment, like, and don't forget to share and subscribe. You don't want to miss any of our wonderful content. Loads more new videos coming, loads more new vlogs coming. Remember, we're not just a vlog, or you know, we're about the fans. This is a fan's perspective on Impact, and I'd like to hear from you. So I've been your host, Ashley Friend. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again for the next one.